Good morning, solid listeners. This is DJ Jethro of Hinigaran National High School. For today's program, kaupod naton si Teacher Julie. So students, be ready and listen to our radio teacher.
Thank you so much, DJ Jethro. Maayong adlaw sa inyong tanan. Hello and welcome to OHS Radio. Handa na bala kamo sa aton bag-o nga topiko? So go to your most comfortable learning area. Listen attentively and enjoy. Before we start, we have our guest speakers, Miss Riza Pasio, Master Teacher 1 of TLE Department, and Miss Natalie Yuson, Master Teacher 2 of TLE Department, to share their ideas in regards with our topic for today. Ma'am Riza and Ma'am Natalie, welcome to our program.
Thank you, Teacher Julie. We are glad to be part of your program.
You're welcome. Students, I want you to prepare your learning activity sheet in Quarter 3, LAS number 1, TLE 8 Cookery. Open page 13 for your guide. Again, I want you to prepare your learning activity sheet in Quarter 3, LAS number 1, TLE 8 Cookery, and open page 3 for your guide. At the end of this topic, you are expected to identify what types of hazards present in the workplace and appreciate the safety precautions to avoid hazards. Let us have first a simple recap of our previous discussion. What is OHS? OHS stands for Occupational Health and Safety. It is an important part of school life in keeping learners and school staff safe. Have you learned a lot about this topic? Now, under this topic, we will discuss about hazard and risk. Take it away, Ma'am Natalie.
Food preparation deals with a lot of activities in different areas. Upon performing various activities, a cook and other kitchen staff expose themselves to a lot of risks. A chef working in a kitchen should follow safety precautions to avoid unnecessary accidents. So what do you think is the hazard, Ma'am Riza?
Based on the definition, Ma'am Natalie, hazard is a source of danger that gives adverse effect on workers' health and safety. It is anything which may cause injury or ill health to anyone at or near a workplace. Do you agree with that, Teacher Julie?
I strongly agree with that, Ma'am Riza, and I believe that there are types of hazards present in a workplace. So, ma'am, can you please enlighten us what are the type of hazards?
Yes, Teacher Julie. Hazards are classified into 6 different types. They are safety hazard, biological hazard, chemical hazard, physical hazard, ergonomic hazard, and psychological hazard. Again, they are safety hazards, biological hazards, chemical hazard, physical hazard, ergonomic hazard, and psychological hazard.
Oh, okay. So there are 6 types of hazards. Ma'am Natalie, can you please explain and elaborate these 6 types of hazards? Students, please listen to the explanation of Ma'am Natalie. Are you still with us?
Yes, I think they are still with us listening attentively, Ma'am Julie. So here are the definition of each types of hazards. First, safety hazards. These are inadequate and insufficient machine guards, unsafe workplace conditions, and unsafe work practices. For example, ang pagsaksak sa electrical appliances nga basa ang imo nga kamot. Okay, number 2, biological hazards. These are hazards caused by organisms such as viruses, bacteria, fungi, and parasites. So, DJ Jetro, so ano mga examples ng live organisms na makita sa pagkaon or sa workplace?
Usually makita naton nga kung unsafe or hindi tsakto nga aton nga pag store sa aton nga mga food, ginakamangan ini sa mga tanga kag kung pwede pagid ang mga ilaga. So dapat i-store naton properly and tightly ang aton nga mga pagkaon.
Correct, DJ Jetro. So let's move on to number 3. Chemical hazards. These are solid, liquid, vapor, or gaseous substances, dust, fume, or mist. So, Ma'am Pasio, ano mga examples ang aton nga chemical hazard?
Okay, for example, Ma'am Natalie, the residues of soap in our kitchen or eating utensils nga makakause na siya sa poisoning, and too much exposure sa chemicals can cause skin irritation.
Yes, correct, Ma'am Pasio. So, next one, let's move on to ergonomic hazards. These are ergonomic hazards: anatomical, physiological, psychological demands on the worker, such as repetitive and forceful movements, vibration, extreme temperature, and awkward postures arising from improper work methods and improperly designed workstations, tools, and equipment. So, Ma'am Julie, can you give us an example of ergonomic hazards?
As what you have said, ma'am, example is the poor posture or improper posture. And pwede naman siya improper lifting of objects and maybe long standing at work. Pwede
Yes,
siya.
correct, ma'am. Long standing at So, number 5, we have physical hazards. These are noise, vibration, energy, weather, electricity, radiation, and pressure. Let's say, for example, heat or cold condition. And for example, sa kitchen nga hindi ventilated mayo. So, possible nga ma-suffocate ka sa sulod. Next, our last hazard is psychological hazards. Those that are basically causing stress to a worker. This kind of hazard troubles an individual very much to an extent that his general well-being is affected. So let's say, for example, bullying, work stress, and sexual assault. Hindi ta gid malikawan nga may ara gid sa aton workplace nga gapang bully. No? Sakto man, ma'am.
Yes.
So, that's it.
So what are the 6 types again, ma'am, Natalie?
The 6 types of hazards are safety hazards, biological hazards, chemical hazards, ergonomic hazards, physical hazards, and psychological hazards.
Okay, well explained, ma'am Natalie. Thank you so much, ma'am, for imparting your knowledge about the types of hazards. So these hazards can be prevented through following different safety precautions. Am I correct?
That's correct, ma'am.
So, Ma'am Riza, what do you think are the different safety precautions that you can further share to us? But before that, DJ Jethro.
Let's have a short break for a while. Munting paalala, ugaliing maghugas ng kamay. Wash with safeguard.
We're back to our program. Are you still fine, students? So, Ma'am Riza, can you share with us now the different safety precautions?
Okay, Ma'am Julie. The following safety precautions are wearing appropriate PPE. Clean all equipment after using. Read labels before using the chemicals. Return the tools and equipment to their proper storage. And wash all exposed skin with soap and water. Again, the following safety precautions are wearing appropriate PPE. Clean all equipment after using. Read the labels before using the chemicals. Return the tools and equipment in their proper storage, and wash all exposed skin with soap and water.
I agree with that, ma'am. Following those safety precautions, the possible accidents of different hazards can be prevented.
Right. So, students, I hope that you have learned many things from Mom Natalie and Mom Riza today. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking your time and imparting your knowledge to all our listeners.
You're welcome, ma'am. It is our pleasure.
Learners and parents, thank you so much for your attention.
Students, for your activity, please refer to page 11 of your LAS. Answer the activity on your answer sheets. Please follow, read, and understand the direction carefully.
For your assessment, answer assessment test on page 15. Again, answer assessment test on page 15. Direction in answering your assessment. Select only the letter of your choice that will identify the type of hazards or accident in the workplace. Again, isulat lamang ang letra ng tamang sagot. Submission of your activity notebook and assessment will be done according to our regular schedule for the distribution and retrieval of modules.
That was the end of today's episode. Have a blessed day, everyone, and always remember, your good health is your greatest wealth. I am Ma'am Julie. Stay tuned for our next session.
And this is DJ Jethro of Hinigaran National High School. Salamat sa inyong pagpamati sa atong eskwelahan sa kahanginan. Stay safe and God bless us all.